Hey guys, and welcome to my first track guide. We're going to be taking the Apex IndyCar mod around Valencia. This was in preparation for my IVIS championship this Friday. It is a racing lap, so take it with a grain of salt. I am fully fueled up here, so it's not overly fast, but it's not that bad either. The first thing you've really got to concentrate on when going through a lap like this is like the exit out of the last turn. So you can see here I get it quite nice, just up on the curb on the inside and just avoiding the curb on the outside and going pretty fast just across the start, finish straight there and come towards the first corner. I do use a little bit of curb on the inside and outside there, but that's not relevant. So we brake there at the 100-meter mark. That's really important for this corner. You can't brake any later, otherwise you'll go shooting off into that runover area there. I get a lot of oversteer on entry here, so I know it can be improved, but that bit of the corner there is completely and utterly flat. Foot to the floor after the first corner. So we come up here and we're braking in between the boards here. So just after the 100-meter board, you're trying to get halfway between 100 and 50 meters. So around about 75 is ideal. And you'd have to turn it in really hard into this corner and back around for the right-hander there, leading us onto the straight. This is, again, just foot to the floor. Absolutely fantastic. Brake right here at the 100-meter mark. If you brake any earlier, it's going to be tricky. If you brake any later, you're not going to make the corner. It's a very deceiving corner, this one. You do want to take a bit of curb on the inside, and you want to get as close to the wall here as possible without spinning. This corner is the most deceptive on the circuit, in my opinion. It's way larger than 90 degrees. So I brake just before the 50-meter board, which allows you just to get it turned in first gear through this corner and back out onto the straight again here. So again, this is flat out all the way down to the next corner, which isn't that far away, but the braking point for the next corner is later than you would think. So first brake board, second brake board, third brake board is what you got to try and aim for during quali. Just before in the race, you can see I get a little bit of understeer there because I braked a little bit late for the fuel load I had on board. Now that series of corners is very interesting. I take it through in first of all in first, and just as I turn in, I go into second to give me the traction to accelerate as much as possible before getting to this corner here, which can be taken, again, much faster than you would think. It's not like the slow first corner right-hander that we had just before this. This one you take in second with barely any brakes. As close to the wall as you can get it, hug it like your favourite granny, as Martin Brundle would say, and again, we're onto another straight here. Not that long, about the same length as the other one, really. And of course, this hairpin coming up now is very, very important. So you want to brake about the 100-meter mark, get it tucked in, a little bit of curb on the inside, but no curb on the outside. Whack it back over to the right-hand side of the track, and then all the way over to the left, as close as you can get to the wall, to set yourself up for this, which should be a completely flat-out section. From the exit of the hairpin, right through all of this, should be completely flat. Just a little bit of curb there. You can go on the grass just a little bit there. Again, all of this is completely flat. Now, I keep my foot right in here, and I don't brake until this point. Right at the end of that right-hand side curb is when I brake. You can see that I have my steering wheel a little bit turned there, which just isn't great. I mean, you're supposed to brake in a straight line. It's one of the basics of racing. But I found that this really works for me coming into this corner. And you can see I do lock up a little bit there, and I take it a little bit wide, and I do get a tiny snap of oversteer on exit, and I wasn't paying attention here, so I went up on the curb. But that is essentially a lap of Valencia. And I think I've given you guys some great tips there, and I'm going to show you an external lap as well, which is coming up just now.